Right. Welcome back to the channel where we are going to be discussing more of Marvel's A through Z period, which is pretty much where I'm going to be covering everything from the A through Z section of all the Marvel heroes, everything in between, and I might pepper in a little few shorts every now and then. So, without further ado, let's move into the next character on the list, the Absorbing Man. He has exploded himself by absorbing the Earth. He has been killed multiple times. He had his power stolen. He has been reassembled, depowered, erased, repowered again, and imprisoned in space. And yet, he is always still here. So, this is Carl Crusher Creel, Marvel's most stubborn problem. Carl wasn't born special at all. He was just a prisoner with a reputation for some violence. So, looking for a weapon against Thor, Loki enchants Creel and his ball and chain, granting him the power to absorb the physical properties of anything he touches. So, Creel immediately breaks out of prison and does exactly what Loki wants. He goes and fights Thor. And that's where things just go wrong completely because Creel doesn't know when to stop. He tries to absorb the power of the entire Earth, not the crust or, not a mountain, the planet itself. His body overloads and he explodes. So, end of a villain. That's what everybody would think, but no. Because Loki, being Loki, magically reassembles Creel's body, revealing a reoccurring theme in Marvel's history. So, the Absorbing Man will not stay dead. Over the years, the ball and chain Baldy has fought Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man, the Avengers. He becomes a go-to heavy hitter when Marvel needs chaos without commitment. So during the first Secret War, he even marries Mary Skeeter McFerrin, better known as Titania. We'll just kind of make that easier. We'll get into her later on down the line once we get to the T's. So, and this is important because for the first time, Absorbing Man isn't just a thug. He has something resembling a life. So Marvel immediately punishes him for that. So, during Civil War, Absorbing Man was supposedly killed by Sentry, which, to be fair, is like saying a meteor hit you. But once again, he comes back, this time worse. After returning, Absorbing Man is stripped of his powers by Norman Osborn. Think about that, really. A villain whose entire identity and his power reduced to a normal man. Marvel doesn't really frame this as a tragic. Marvel doesn't frame this as tragic. They frame it as just kind of humiliating, because Absorbing Man without absorption is just Carl Creel, and Carl Creel really hates that. We're going to get into Fear itself. So during Fear itself, Creel is repowered and becomes Garioth, the Breaker of Wills. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I did not mean to do that at all. So this is Absorbing Man at his most mythic. Asgardian enhanced, fear-fueled, basically everything Loki wanted him to be in the first place. And once again, that doesn't last either. Then Creel is later incarcerated at S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Pleasant Hill facility, then transferred to a space prison with Black Bolt. So, during a prison escape, the Absorbing Man appears to sacrifice himself to help others escape. But hey, he stores his essence inside the ball and chain itself and reconstitutes himself back on Earth. So at this point, death has officially lost all meaning for him. It just does not exist at all. Later, Absorbing Man is recruited into the Gamma Fleet to help stop the Hulk. And here's where Twist Marvel really leans into. He actually tries. He becomes an ally to the Green Goliath. He attempts something resembling. He attempts to something kind of like redemption, but the thrill of crime just keeps putting him back. And it's not because he's evil, because it's kind of the only life he really understands. Yeah, the Absorbing Man is not a mastermind. He's not a conqueror. He's a man who just keeps surviving stories that were meant to end him. Every resurrection cheapens death, and every return reinforces one truth. Marvel can't get rid of him because he represents something uncomfortable: power without direction, strength without a purpose, and a system that keeps throwing the same man back into the grinder. Also, I want to throw in a rating from 1 to 10 on this character. I'm going to put him at an 8. And this is why he lands at an 8 for me. So, his power versatility is wild. Carl Creel isn't just strong, he becomes what he touches, and that be steel, adamantium, vibranium, mystical or even energy and abstract substances in some of the runs. That means his durability, strength, and resistance scale instantly with the battlefield. So he's kind of just on a whole different level. I mean, he punches above his weight class. He's gone toe to toe with Thor, Hulk, Hercules, and lived to tell the story. Not because he's smarter or more skilled, just because his power cheats the damn stat system. So, um, also has an underrated combat intelligence as well. Creel isn't a genius, but he is a dirty fighter. He learns mid fight. He adapts fast and exploits environments better than most bruisers in the Marvel universe. So, and deep Marvel history helps him out too. I mean, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, debuting his journey into mysteries number 114 in 1965. He's a classic Silver Age villain who just stuck around because the concept was too good to waste. And here's why he's not a 10. Mental and emotional weaknesses, his temper, his insecurities, and his self-sabotage. Porky Pig time. His temper, his insecurities, and his self-sabotage cost him the wins. He loses most fights where he should really dominate. Inconsistent writing doesn't help him either. Some writers turn him into a near invincible force of nature, and others forget his full potential and treat him like a jobber with a gimmick. And no prep control either. If he can't touch something useful fast enough, he's vulnerable. Speedsters, reality warpers, or long range hacks can shut him down very fast. So the final verdict of it, um, he's one of the most dangerous, simple villains in Marvel. On paper, his power is absurd. In execution, his biggest enemy is really himself. So, yeah, an 8 out of 10 because he can beat gods, but he doesn't always believe that he deserves to. Absorbing Man isn't dangerous because he absorbs materials. He's dangerous because he adapts to death, to loss, to failure. And somehow he's still standing. So, yeah, if you want more villain breakdowns like this, hit the like and subscribe button and tell me who's next in the comment section. Because some characters really aren't written to win, they're written just to survive. Peace.